Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are still playing Techno Babylon, and we are in the trance again.
Alan Wasalam.
Hi? I'm looking for the internet. Are you tapping the line as well?
Indeed I am, except we appear to be doing it from opposite directions.
You're a hacker.
That sounds so crude.
The sort who prefers to be called an adventurer?
I'm merely a concerned citizen. You can call me Jinsel.
I'm Mandela.
So if you have developer commentary here, there's an explanation on Jinsil's name. It is, as I recall, an Arabic word. I would not trust myself to explain it in any way, though. But much like the Matrix, the nicknames here were not pulled out of thin air. I'll leave it at that, and you can look it up yourself, because I honestly don't remember. So, let's just go.
This looks a lot like the kind of place I used to live.
It ought to. It was right above your own. In fact, we're trying to reconstruct the data from moments before the blast.
You know where I live?
We wouldn't be taking our responsibilities seriously if we didn't. We also know that it appears you've been targeted deliberately. These are shots we've been able to recover of the man who planted the bomb.
That's the guy I spoke to.
You know him?
Yeah, he's the Cell agent who interviewed me. He left like an hour ago.
Oops. Yeah. Well.
Why do you think it was me they were aiming for?
We hear things. We're also aware that prior to the blast, you were trapped.
Yeah, someone cut my connection and locked the door.
It would appear that you were being kept in place until the bomb was planted.
They probably could have just done it. I'd have been in trance for hours.
They had to be certain. But now that you've escaped, it appears that your life is still at risk.
Why would a Cell agent be trying to kill me?
Often, Central's plots are unclear. This, however, is too direct and destructive for how Cell works.
You think it's personal then?
In any case, he knows where you are and that you survived.
He's also got me trapped in one place again.
Then it's imperative that we help you to escape. Our agent may be able to help you with that. He is close at hand.
Wait, the guy in the cell with me? Blonde pseudo-leather jacket, got the shakes?
That would be Guy, yes. He's acting as one of our relays within Cell.
You think he can help me get out?
We work within our own specialties, and his is Cell. If anyone were able to furnish a means for you to escape, it would be him.
Really? Essentially, they connect to him, and he is somehow, I don't know, inside Cell somehow. I mean, so they can't. Cell can't detect the connection because these people are not directly connected to Cell, but they are connected to the guy. I just don't. Fuck it. Just sci-fi tech babble. Crazy stuff.
Looks like a partially built sim.
Indeed, we're using a number of different sources to reconstruct a scene. Cameras, chromatographs, even the charge variances and wiring.
So why are you hooked up to Cell? No offense, but you'd have to be crazy to hack Central.
Fortunately, Central is indisposed. An initial attack appears to have crippled it.
Ah, so lots of opportunists are trying their luck while the security's weak.
Precisely. I was assembling the sim at the same time, when you joined it through an outbound port.
Who do you run with? Collective? A nun?
We're a circle of truth seekers and underground journalists. We go by Jahilia.
Never heard of it. What's it mean?
Well, who controls the media today?
Chishiki? They're the biggest.
Exactly. Chishiki, whose name means knowledge. Except in this knowledge, there's nothing but trivia and lies. So where will people find the truth?
Within themselves?
Very philosophical, but not the case. Jahilia means ignorance.
Oh, I get it. It's ironic.
Precisely.
I'd better disconnect and see if your guy can help me get out.
Bit Tafik, I've sent you the location to find us at. I'll be here should you require any further assistance in your escape.
Well, this just took a turn for the interesting.
No doubt about it. This is the one who spoke to me.
Well, nothing more to do here, so let's just leave. Wait, anything in the mailbox though? No, nothing new. So, Mr. Guy.
Hello? Huh. Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
Yeah, we are doing this.
Got it. I've made a connection with his neural hub. Hello?
Which would be pretty amazing, normally. Now check this out. Now, we see a new access point here. Connection to user Guy. Well, this isn't freaky at all. Oh, about this writing on the wall. I am pretty sure it's Chinese. There's a reason for it being Chinese, but the main thing is that I'm pretty sure they checked it to, you know, yeah, they didn't just take any random Chinese characters. They actually mean something coherent. Whether it's something big or that kind of thing, though, just I don't know. So we have this to interact with, or we have that. We need to speak to the real article first of all.
Hi
Let's
there.
do that.
Oh, hey. Make yourself at home. Everyone else seems to in here.
I'm Mandela.
Guy, I'd shake your hand, but, well...
You alright?
Oh yeah, just peachy. Well, I would be if that imposter would go away.
I am not an imposter. I am the real.
Whose name?
How'd you wind up like this?
Well, you know that urban myth about the human resources Trojan?
The one that makes you move to China and join a factory collective?
Turns out, it's not a myth. If I'm correct, Cell have brought me in for treatment.
That's a good thing, right?
Well, duh. I don't want to work in a Han factory.
All glory to the Greater Han Republic.
Shut up!
Jinsel says hi.
Oh, does she? Tell her she owes me double for this one. I lost touch with her hours ago.
She says you know a way out of here?
Well, sure. It's even easier when Central's down. Of course, I'm gonna need something from you.
What's with Pinocchio?
It's a disguise. Normally, by this stage, the Trojan is in control of its host motor functions. It makes a really clumsy mind state echo of the host, then uses it to try to make a convincing flight to Greater Han.
He didn't look like he's in control in meat space.
Peace, bread, and work in the Greater Han Republic.
It's kind of a stalemate at the moment.
He's taken to bombarding you with propaganda instead?
It thinks it can wear me down.
Long life and prosperity to our beloved land of Greater Han.
So let's see. I'm just a little mystified here, honestly. So, has someone in this world actually made a malware that makes you want to go to China and enjoy all the dictatorship there? Okay. That's not freaky in the slightest.
So, why are you in a cell in Cell with a broken Trojan in your head?
I'm acting as a relay for pirated connections into Cell.
That sounds dangerous.
Pays good, though.
Money is the yoke of capitalism.
Thing is, it's been harder and harder to get into Cell HQ.
So you infected yourself with this?
They have to bring in someone with something like this. Even if they can't treat it, they can at least quarantine.
Giving you an ideal spot to relay signals through your neural wiring.
Exactly.
Fine. What is it you want?
I need an edge to help me get rid of the chatterbox. For that, I need epinephrine. See if you can get them to bring any in.
And if they don't?
You look clever. You can probably find a way to make it.
Substance abuse is the curse of the working classes.
If you say so, Mr. Pinocchio.
Why do you want this stuff?
The people here don't exactly know what they're doing. Cell's treatment might work, or I might walk out of here and straight to Greater Han. The epinephrine will give me enough of a boost to make sure it's me who wins the battle.
We must persevere in the great revolutionary struggle.
Plus, it's the kind of thing that most chemical synthesizers can make.
Wait, like a food machine?
Probably.
Don't go anywhere.
Ha, you're funny.
So, copied the stuff.
The laborers of Han will overcome all obstacles.
Whatever. If you say so. We out of there though? Oh, I did not mean to do this. There. Do the thing on the other thing.
Either it's got some pretty tough shielding, or it's too old to be compatible. From the look of it, I'd say the second one.
Huh. Well, that's unfortunate.
The fork won't fit in the seams around the edges. If I could find something more precise, though.
Like these?
Ugh, how much of this slop do I want in my pockets?
Never mind. So what we need to do now is actually lure in a cleaning bot. Don't know how to go about doing that though.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
The guy in the bed? I know what's wrong with him. He's contracted a human resources Trojan.
How would you know this? Have you been trancing with him? Because then we might have to quarantine you as well.
No, I had a friend come down with it.
Okay, then. I can get something to have. Unfortunately, I can only try to stabilize him for now. We have to wait for a specialist before we can try anything stronger.
Okay.
Hey, he needs epinephrine.
Are you a doctor?
No.
Well then, I'm sorry, but I can't take your advice on how to help him. Even Central wasn't sure before it went down.
Looks like it's full of medical stuff.
Hey, what are you doing to that drone?
I was just checking out the hardware. It's quite some gear you guys have.
I've done all I can for the moment. Let me know if he gets any worse, okay?
Sure. Can we use the scalpel to break into the food machine though?
Wow, this is some really old hardware. It's going to need some upgrading if I want to make it produce anything complex.
Okay. Do we mess up the screen?
I've already linked with it. It's in my Trance hub.
Ah. Okay. let's just see that I'm right about this. Ah, okay. Now to the camera.
I can't reach it from here.
I guess we pull it to the right once more then. Okay, there we go. Now we can have some fun with the camera.
I'm going to need something more precise to get it open. Otherwise, I might as well just...
It's gonna be one of those days, huh?
This might be useful. I've already got it open. I've upgraded the optical component with the camera's super-powered lens.
Well, that's all nice and stuff.
It should be a lot more sensitive with that now.
So, let's see. Can we do this straight from the inventory? Huh, we could. Sweet.
I hope it understands its new orders. Let's see what it can do now.
Let's
It
just
won't
do
bring
the
up
thing
the
then.
menu. The insert coin message.
Oh, whatever.
It didn't sound like the machine enjoyed that. At least it managed to make me a cartridge of epinephrine. The cartridge is mounted in the ejector.
Yep. Beam him up, Scotty.
Now let's see if he holds up his end of the bargain. Hello? Huh. Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
Okay, do we trance it up again? Yep, we trance it up again.
Feeling better?
A whole lot, thanks. I managed to get rid of the knockoff. Give me a few hours. I'll be out of the wall and can help you leave.
I haven't got a few hours. What can you do now?
From here? Not much, but I could give you some options.
I need more than helpful suggestions.
I've got control of one of the utility drones. They use them for moving Kit around the building.
I might be able to escape if I was better equipped.
Atta girl. I've sent you the link to the drone. She'll be in your hub.
Huh. That's kind of cool. Let's do that then. Oh, hello. Ah, we are playing the little thing. And no one cares about us at all. Hi. Yeah, we're done.
Come on, shoo!
Warning, power contact lost.
Yep, sorry about that.
This might be useful.
But I need you to stay still. Haha, cutting laser. Oh man. We are going places now. Okay, we are out of here. Don't mind the noise.
Ahem.
Dr. Lau, you have a visitor.
Oh,
Good evening, Dr. Lau.
hello. And you are...
Surely you recognize him.
No, I honestly don't.
I'm afraid you'll have to enlighten me.
This is Dr. Vargas, the Central Operations Coordinator.
Now, Galatea, there's no need to be quite like that. The fact that I am not widely recognized perhaps indicates how successful we are.
Yes, you're right, Father.
Vargas? Dr. Eduardo Vargas?
Quite so, Dr. Lau.
What brings you from the Fulcrum Tower, sir?
The most grave matter, I'm afraid. One I believe you specifically to be most suited to handle.
Shall I, Father?
Please do, Galatea.
Central, I believe the audio EM capture system in this room to be faulty. Please run a deep diagnostic on the system.
Certainly, Miss Vargas. Beginning scan.
We have perhaps 2 minutes until the diagnostic cycle is complete.
Dr. Lau, have you heard of a gentleman by the name of Baxter?
We have?
Dr.
Yes?
Adam Baxter, convicted murderer?
And a brilliant engineer in his time.
Yes, I've heard of him. My partner had a history with him. His parole hearing and eventual release really got to Dr. Regis.
Quite so. Poor Viksha. I don't think Charlie ever got over it. And unfortunately, it appears that he's taking things into his own hands.
So yeah, before we continue on with this, there's one little thing I want to direct your attention to. Lau said he came from Fulcrum Towers. Now, I don't remember exactly what he's doing at Fulcrum Towers, but I think it is somewhat significant that that is the place where Regis has his little memorial site. So, I'll go with the top option here.
You have a connection to Regis as well?
Quite so. He worked for me in a research team, as did Baxter in the same project.
And Viksha Regis?
Precisely. We lost half of the team in one fell swoop that day.
Dr. Lau, when did you last see Dr. Regis?
Last night, before Central went into siege mode. Why? What's happened?
This morning, Dr. Baxter was found dead in his workplace.
Oh no. Oh, Charlie, no.
I share your concern, Dr. Lau.
Central believes Dr. Regis to be the most likely suspect. He would have known that Central would be unable to provide oversight during the siege.
And he had no shortage of motive, as I'm sure you'd agree.
Things are not looking good for our good friend Charlie.
You're the controller of Central Operations. Why would you need to cut the camera feed with a trick like that?
I apologize, but for the sake of city security...
Yeah, can't tell me. Classified, ultraviolet A, etc.
I'm glad you understand.
I might understand, but I'm not happy about it.
Noted, Dr. Lau.
It just doesn't sound like him, though. He had other outlets, like his garden.
I don't fully agree with Central's assessment either. That is why I'm activating you on this case.
You want me to investigate Baxter's murder with my partner as the prime suspect? Isn't that a pretty serious conflict of interest?
It is within my prerogative to select agents I feel appropriate for casework, if necessary. Using it to aid an old friend, a good man, like Charlie Regis, I think that's worthwhile.
Remember that your primary responsibilities are to the law and to this city.
I think I've heard enough.
That's good to hear. I'll have Galatea email the case data to you, if I can be of any further help, don't hesitate to drop by my office.
At the top of the Fulcrum Tower. Make an appointment beforehand.
Diagnostic cycle of monitoring systems complete. No wetware or firmware anomalies detected. However, please ask Dr. Regis to stop obstructing the land's assembly.
I wish you luck with your work, Dr. Lau. For Regis's sake.
Well, let's see what we can do with our computer, though. Okay, Dr. Law is authorized by CD Systems Administrator Dr. Eduardo Vargas. Please find access to the investigation's case files and closed. If you wish to discuss the case in person with the administrator, please make an appointment beforehand. Download attachment.
Ow! Hey, what was that?
That's what I'd like to know. What? Okay. Dr. Lau, thank you for the summary of the so-called mind-jacking investigations. It is evident that some of Dr. Regis's talent in investigation has found its way into your work. But please be aware that you need not also emulate his less helpful behavioral patterns. Noted. Oh. Edward Lau. Is that our brother? Max, doesn't matter what Mom said. I don't really understand why you did it either, but I'm not going to judge you. I miss you, and they won't admit it, but Mom and Dad too. Please come home, Max. That city, that life, it'll change you. So, what was it that Max did? I did talk about a sex change operation. I'm pretty sure that's what Edward was referring to, but I can't actually be sure. We'll see. So mind-jacking stuff. Here's the new things. Category homicide, breaking and entering, abuse of public office. On 11th July 2087, Dr. Adam Baxter, PN 629384, was found dead by co-workers at the Vikram Tatsumoto Telepresence Laboratory in the Northeast Network. Cell has been contacted and case officer Lau M activated for investigation. Victims to date: Baxter, Dr. Adam, former organic computing researcher for City of Newton, recently paroled from rehabilitation sentence. Suspects: Regis, Dr. C, cell agent, spouse of Viksha Regis, victim of murder by Dr. Baxter. Was detected entering laboratories on 10th of July 2087 and leaving 128 minutes later. Regis, 2 hours at the place. Wonder what he did, though. I'm gonna find out. Action. Suspect Charles Regis has been unreachable and has historically demonstrated a high anti-civil behavior index. With such a strong motive, his apprehension for a questioning is a priority. Allow him assigned to investigate crime scene, Vikram and pharmaceuticals. Okay.
No answer.
Well, crud. I guess we just go. It's a very pretty place.
Wow, that's a lot of green. Excuse me.
Great, they finally sent someone. You here to get the body out?
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
No kidding. I'm the lab director, Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. Make it quick, I'm busy.
Well, it's not gonna be all that quick, so I'm actually going to save that for the next episode. I do apologize, but hey.